Big day for the Padres in Cleveland, a 5-0 win. They hit 4 homers. The hometown boy, Jace Bowen, homers in his first professional at-bat in his home city of Cleveland. Also made 2 great catches in the field. Casey Mize gets his first win as a Padre, a 5-0 shutout. The Pods take 2 out of 3 in the land, and they are tied with the Phillies for the second and third wild card spots in the National League. This is your Padres Postcast, and it starts right now.
This is the Padres Postcast, your instant game reaction for the San Diego Padres. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, everybody. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease, G-R-I-E-S, at Jim Grease _ on social media. Don't know where my handle went underneath my name, but we'll get that figured out. Live on YouTube right after every Padres game. Then we upload, you download wherever you get your audio version. I'm talking Amazon, Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Stitcher, Podbean, anywhere on God's green earth. And, of course, on Roku and Tag to Share. You know, with OTT, yeah, you know me. It is over-the-top television, and, man, the Padres take 2 out of 3 from Cleveland with a 5-0 shutout today. 4 homers. Luis Rengifo, Gavin Sheets, back-to-back like it's Jordan 96-97 in the second inning. And then Jace Bowen and Jake Cronenworth also went deep. Bowen in his first professional at-bat in his home city of Cleveland. This game was played after a 3-hour and 11-minute rain delay, and maybe the story of the day for the Padres, who have been pitching starved all year long. Casey Mize, 3 hits, 6 innings, his first win as a Padre. It's your Padres Postcast. It's Grease. Let's roll.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Padres 5, Guardians nothing. After a 3-hour and 11-minute rain delay, thanks a lot on my Sunday, the Padres finally got on the field and made the wait worth it. San Diego, 2 out of 3 in Cleveland. They win the rubber match. They respond perfectly after yesterday's miserable loss where they were held to 1 hit, an infield chopper that bounced over the first baseman's head. And the bigger picture, Philadelphia wins, Arizona loses, so the Pods, the Phillies, now tied in the wild card race with Arizona on the outside looking in. That matters. This wasn't just a bounce-back win. This was a series win with postseason implications, and the way they did it was beautiful. Mize was outstanding, mixing speeds on the fastball today. It's one thing to go off speed, but to vary 5-6 miles an hour on your different fastballs that you throw, that can be a mind F to even the best hitters in the major leagues, and he was really on his game. Don't forget, he came over from Detroit and, used to pitching in Cleveland and in that division, right? So the offense with the 4 homers, the bullpen finishes the shutout. Beautiful job. As always, they save Morejón and Miller, the M&M boys, for the series coming up against the Mets. Jace Bowen, 2 spectacular plays in the outfield. One, he got a bad jump and had to make up for it. The other one was absolutely ridiculous, just laying out with full extension. And San Diego looking like a completely different team from the one that got smoked yesterday. This is what good teams do. They flash the ugly one, they come back the next day, and they win the series. And that's exactly what your Padres did today, man. 2 out of 3, and they are a Major League Baseball best 17-5 since July 24th. 6-0-1 in its last 7 series. And the one was a 4-game split on the road at Arizona where you didn't gain anything, didn't lose anything, right? So 6-0-1 in series, 17-5 overall since July 24th. And really nice. I mean, the Guardians have dropped their last 5 series, by the way. Mize runs his record to 5-7 with the W. The loss was taken by Bybee, who started the game for Cleveland. 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks for him. Mize just 3 hits allowed, a walk just 1. So 4 base runners, no earned runs. The Pods got 2 in the second, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the 8th, and 1 in the 9th. They manufactured a run along with the 4 homers today. So beautiful job by the Padres in all facets today. They played some spectacular defense as well. Walker Buehler will open up the Mets series tomorrow. But, man, you got Robbie Ray lined up in that series now. And then every day you get closer to Musgrove and maybe Pivetta. Jason Adam, I don't know anymore. But, some reinforcements are coming if you need them. But Jace Bowen's making himself hard to cut, hard to assign, hard to get rid of, man. You got Samad Taylor. You may have to choose between Samad Taylor and Jace Bowen. Who's going to be your late inning defensive replacement / base runner? I don't know, man. Rengifo, it's going to be hard if Andujar comes back too. So options to have for the brass. And of course, one more time, Craig Stammen gives me ammo today. And there's more. I mean, he still didn't play Campusano, the hottest hitter on the team, 2 days in a row. Nothing like cooling a guy off when he's in a hot streak, Craig. I mean, 2 days in a row, you don't play him. You play Fermin, who's worthless. And you're playing Fermin more than you're playing Campusano. And you're like, dude, he's in the dugout. I mean, how do I see that? And he doesn't. I mean, he's got his Stevie Wonder glasses on, I feel like. But anyway, after waiting more than 3 hours, both teams finally get going. Tatis, Cronenworth, and Machado go down in order against Bybee. And Freddie Fermin throws out Ramirez trying to steal second. I know he's good on defense, right? Casey Mize gets through the inning scoreless. And here comes the Thunder in the second inning. And already we're ready to go with one of the big benchmarks. But it's early in the game. But that's the way it was today for the Padres.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Luis Rengifo, 409 feet to center field, and the Padres lead 1-0 in the top of the second inning. And then Gavin Sheets comes right back after him. Bang! Right field. Solo shot for Holy Sheets. And Sheets played left today, so 2 homers out of that left field position for Sheets and Bowen. But, man, back-to-back, like I said, Jordan 96-97, 2-zip Padres after scoring 1 run on 1 hit the entire night on Saturday. The Padres immediately make an emphatic statement in the land. And then bottom of the second, I want to throw this in there because a lot of times the Padres will score in the top half and then the bottom half, they give it right back, but not Casey Mize and not today, my friends. Nathaniel Lowe with a double. Mize pitches around it, strikes out Rhys Hoskins, the former Philly, and he gets Bazzana to ground out 0 all the way across the board. Mize going 1-2-3 in the third. Then in the fourth inning, Jackson Merrill walks. Rengifo moves him along with a ground out to the pitcher. Bybee throws a wild pitch. Jackson goes to third. I love it when there's Merrill madness on the base pass. Who doesn't, right? Xander Bogaerts, who gets a lot of crap from me, from Javi, from you, from all of us, right? Another RBI with a base hit. I mean, he's got a bunch of RBIs lately. A bunch of RBIs for Xander lately. So 3-0 Pods. And hey, Fermin, blind squirrel finds an acorn. Got his 1 hit and 4 at-bats today with an infield single. No, don't play Campusano, though, Craig. I mean, don't worry about it. You don't need to play your 300 hitting catcher when your other guy's hitting 190. I mean, yeah, anybody would play the 190 guy every day when you got the 320 guy sitting behind him. Anyway, 5th inning, Pods go quietly. Mize adds another 0 in the 6th. Man, oh, man. San Diego gets traffic, but they can't cash in. Merrill with a single, Rengifo with a single, Bogey with a walk. And, man, they couldn't capitalize. But then Mize finishes the job. 6 innings, 3 hits, no runs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. So a beautiful job by Casey Mize. And then, you're looking after that, and it just kept going for the Padres. I mean, the bullpen comes in, and they all pitched really great. Top of the 7th, the Padres can't get anything going after Fernando with a leadoff single. You know what I'm saying? Manny hit by a pitch, first and second with 1 out, and France grounds into a double play. It was so empty in the stands at Cleveland today. You could hear some jackass heckler going, "Hey, France, Ty's not a real name. What's your middle name? Suit jacket?" You could hear the dope screaming. And only in Cleveland, where the average IQ is like 14, would you hear something like that. And I shouldn't say that about Cleveland because the average IQ is probably more like 17, 18, maybe. Anyway, I kid you, Cleveland. I kid you. No one wants to be from Cleveland or in Cleveland, even the people there. I mean, the Browns, good Lord. Anyway, top of the 8th inning, 2 guys in a row strike out, Merrill and Rengifo. And then Jace Bowen, the hometown kid, homers to right field. And by the way, Bowen made 2 incredible catches in this game to save Casey Mize. And just a really nice job, 1 in the 5th and 1 in the 6th inning. A beautiful job. I think 1 was in the 4th and 1 was in the 6th. But either way, and I'm trying to find it, whatever it was, he made 2 brilliant plays out there in the field. But he homers in the top of the 8th, makes it 4-zip. Bottom 8th, they go 1-2-3 off Morejón, and Estrada pitched the 7th, by the way. Morejón pitched the 8th. They were both great. Then in the top of the 9th, a 1-out homer for Jake Cronenworth makes it 5-0 before Yuki Matsui comes in, and a 1-out walk to Jose Ramirez, and that is it as he strikes out low to end the ball game. Padres win. The Padres win. They take 2 out of 3. I mean, you're looking at that record, man. How about that record? I mean, 6-0-1 in their last 7 series. They are the hottest team in baseball, 17-5 in their last 22 games as they head to New York to play the Mets, right? And again, the Phillies won, the Diamondbacks lost to the Braves. They took 2 out of 3, but they lost today in the series finale. And the Padres and Phillies are tied for the 2nd and 3rd wild card spots in the National League ahead of the D-bags. And there you have it. The audience is doing really well right now. Really appreciate that. And I just realized I have the wrong rundown up on the side. Good Lord, man. I am very, very sorry. But yeah, we'll just get that taken care of right now before we hit the break. And I probably didn't even have to point that out, but that's yesterday's rundown. And here we go. My apologies. What else could it be? All apologies. Jim Greasehopper, call me Grease at Jim Grease _. And I'll tell you what, you give me a follow on social media, you get more of this madness from me. But wherever you are right now on YouTube or wherever you get your audio version or on Roku, Tegna Share, welcome to your Padres Postcast. Got a limited break brought to you by our good friends at Amazon. And then we will continue with your Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team, your pods, your Friars, every single day, and the numero uno sports podcast network in El Mundo. Amazon, I love you, Amazon. I tell you what, I am an Amazon addict. I get everything on Amazon, whether it's Whole Foods, whatever it is. And I want to thank my friends at Amazon for this limited break. This back-to-school season, you're spending less on your kids with Amazon. We all know how crazy things can be, right? We all know how nuts when you have back to school, the shopping experience, it starts with a few items on the list. Then suddenly you're shopping for supplies, clothes, lunch gear, tech, and about 10 other things you didn't see coming. It adds up fast. You know, the first day outfit, man. My son's a senior. No more school stuff after this year. Oh, but I am to college. Oh, good Lord. I didn't even think of that. Actually, my oldest got a scholarship and my daughter didn't go to college. She's going to make more than them combined. So I've been spoiled, but now I got caught. But anyway, the first day outfit, when your kid spends days planning the first perfect outfit for back to school the first day because he wants to make a great first impression and impress the girls, and he spends an hour on his hair and it looks the same as it did when he went in there. But anyway, you end up putting as much thought into it as they do. At least the first day photos are worth it. Mom in the driveway with the cell phone, my baby. Anyway, then there's a last minute panic when it's 9 p.m. the night before school starts. The younger they are, the worse it is. And suddenly somebody remembers they need folders, they need notebooks, they need markers, and apparently 12,000 other things that nobody mentioned until now. Head spinning. Nothing gets the heart rate up quite like emergency school shopping. I'm convinced Prime's Delivered Tomorrow Before 7 a.m. feature was created exclusively for parents in this moment and for me, just for me. Anyway, so remember, with Amazon's low back to school prices, just spend less on your kids, because every dollar you don't spend on them is a dollar you haven't spent on them, at least on this stuff, right? Shop back to school at Amazon. Spend less on your kids. And again, thank you to Amazon for this limited break here on Locked On Padres and Padres Postcast. I got a before 7 a.m. order coming tomorrow from Amazon. I'm telling you, man, I got my groceries coming from Whole Foods. It's going to be amazing. I got to love every second of it, as you do too. 5 zips. The Padres shut out the Guardians in Cleveland. 17-5 in their last 22 games. Major League Baseball best. 6-0-1 in their last 7 series. 4 homers today. Cronenworth hit one, and I'm going in reverse order. Bowen hit one, his first at-bat in Cleveland, where he's from with his family there. He hits one out, makes 2 diving catches. X Factor, anyone? Player of the game? We shall see. They're coming up, by the way, here on your Padres Postcast, and so is Who Fudged Up and the Stammen Second Guess. I'm going to rename it and brand it the Stammen Second Guess. It's not just going to be the second guess. It's going to be the Stammen. It's better than the other names that I thought of for the segment, and you can use your imagination. There we go. But I mean, look, when they're playing like this, I have to have a target somewhere, and I don't want to overdo it, but I mean, good Lord, you don't play Campusano 2 days in a row. Nothing like cooling off the hot bat, Craig. But anyway, 5-10-0 for the Pods, 0-3-0 for the Guardians. Cronenworth hit one, Bowen hit one, Sheets and Rengifo. Rengifo and Sheets actually went back-to-back in the second inning, which was our turning point. In the 4th inning, they manufactured a run with Merrill scoring on a Bogaerts single. A homer for Bowen in the 8th, a homer for Cronenworth in the 9th. The Guardians held to 3 hits, did not score. And again, Philadelphia won, the Diamondbacks lost, so you're tied with Philly for the second and third spots in the wild card. Fernando had 2 hits today. Cronenworth 1 for 5 with the homer. Merrill 1 for 3 with the run scored and the walk. Rengifo 2 for 4 with a homer, an RBI and a run scored. 1 for 3 for Sheets with the homer and the run scored and the RBI. Obviously 1 for 1 for Bowen. So 2 for 4 out of that position left field with the 2 homers today. Dun, 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 dun. Look at those guys, right? Bogey with a 1 for 2 performance with the RBI single. Fermin with an infield hit. I don't know why I even said that. Casey Mize, 6 innings, 3 hits, nothing doing on the scoreboard. A walk, 3 strikeouts, 86 pitches. 5-7 now on the year with the win. 3.18 is the ERA. Jeremiah Estrada make you hotter. Yeah, he walks 1 and strikes out 1 in a perfectly scoreless inning. Morejón with a perfect inning. 9 pitches in the 8th, just mowing dudes down. No strikeouts, but 9 pitches, 5 strikes. ERA down to 2.71 for Adrián. Remember how long it was way up there because of 2 really bad outings very early in the season? Otherwise, it'd be like sub 1. His ERA is under 1 since the very beginning of the season. He's been the best lefty reliever in baseball, and Miller's been the best righty for that matter. And speaking of really good lefty relievers, how about Yuki Matsui with a scoreless inning, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts in the 9th. They save the Reaper for tomorrow in New York, should they need the Reaper tomorrow in New York, which leads me to hardware time, ladies and gentlemen, and we are naming this segment after our manager. Here comes the Stammen second guess.
Since hindsight is always 20/20, let's deliver today's second guess.
Oh, Freddie Fermin. I like Freddie Fermin. I have nothing against Freddie Fermin, but Freddie Fermin is hitting 193 on the season, right? In his last 7 days, Freddie Fermin is 3 for 12, okay? While Campusano is hitting 320. He's the hottest hitter on the team, won 3 players of the game in a row here on this show. Big performance in the 11-2 win over Milwaukee. Won it the next night with the base hit. And then in the opener of this series was fantastic. 3 times in a row, the player of the game. So what do you do to cool off the hottest bat on the team? You sit him 2 games in a row. And therefore, that's why we have the Stammen second guess, which leads me to...
Uh-oh, somebody messed up, and it's time to let them know with who fudged up.
I mean, when you're talking about who fudged up today, it's the Guardians offensively, man. They were off balance all day against Mize. They're held to 3 hits, 2 of them from Jose Ramirez, their best player. Lowe had 1, and it was a double in the second inning. Mize pitched around it, though, and he was brilliant today, allowing only 3 hits. And by the way, the bullpen allowed no hits. So they could be the X factor. Almost every day we give the bullpen the X factor. Estrada and Morejón and Matsui, beautiful job. No hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts in 3 innings pitched in back of Casey Mize. And this is the blueprint for this team, right? Your starter gives you 6. They hold them 3 runs or less, in this case, 0. And then the 3 relievers come in, no matter who they are. Morejón, Matsui, Estrada, Miller. You know what I'm saying? You got Bradley Rodriguez, who closed it out in the opener. Why, I don't know. Another Stammen second guess. But anyway, man, it worked out, and you've taken 2 out of 3. Like Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And in baseball, 2 out of 3 is damn good, which leads me to... Come on.
It's time to reveal who made the biggest under-the-radar impact with today's X Factor.
Man, I want to give it to the 2 left fielders because Sheets hit a homer, but more of an emphasis on Jace Bowen. His first at-bat in the land. He's from Cleveland. He hits a homer, and he made 2 incredible diving grabs today. And I'm trying to find the one. The first one was absolutely – the one that he caught off Quan in the 8th inning was awesome, but I'm trying to – yeah, it was against Lowe in the 7th inning, man, with nobody on. And Hoskins ended up walking after that. With nobody on, he takes an extra base hit away from Lowe, and he just dives full extension, just not off to the side either, like fully flat on his stomach and still backhanded it. Beautiful catch by Jace Bowen. I mean, he's making it hard to get rid of him when the reinforcements come back. Samad Taylor and Duhar, you got some decisions to make with Rengifo and Bowen and Samad Taylor and Andujar. Austin Hayes looking like one of the odd men out. I mean, you got some roster, even with the increase with 2 more roster spots. Do you take 3 catchers and carry them? He probably still won't play Campusano, but you know what I'm saying? It's just he's making it hard. Great day for Bowen because he's tremendous on defense and a late game pinch runner, but so could Samad Taylor be that as well. So if comes down to between those two guys, I mean, how do you pick? I mean, they've both been so good. Have to go Samad Taylor, but maybe both of them stick around with the way that Jace Bowen is turning some heads right now. Because if you have Taylor and Bowen out there with Fernando, I mean, or either one of them with Fernando and Jackson Merrill, or if you play Fernando at second because Cronenworth can't hit, and maybe it's a matchup you want with that extra, I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe you want that extra righty bat in there. I don't know. It's just interesting to have those options, which leads me to...
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Have to, with everything we've been through, and I'm not going to name all the guys who have stunk up the joint all year on the mound for the Padres because that list is plentiful. And the lone survivor looking like Walker Buehler, who's going to throw tomorrow. And if Musgrove and Pivetta both come back, then he might not have a spot either because Casey Mize, 6 innings, 3 hits, no runs, a walk and 3 strikeouts, 86 pitches, brilliant performance in the land. And, you know, those acquisitions, Robbie Ray and Mize, going to prove to be huge for the Padres down the stretch. As the Phillies won, Diamondbacks lost. They're tied for the second and third wild card spots with the Phillies. So if the season ended today, Padres would be in the playoffs. And Casey Mize is our player of the game. There you have it. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. And the Padres will be in New York taking on the New York Mets. And, you know, the way you got it lined up in this series is going to be interesting, right? I'm excited to see how they do this. You got Walker Buehler in the opener, and the Mets have not decided. I mean, would you want to decide if you had their options? We've been there most of this year, right? But we're 17-5 in our last 22 games, and we're 6-0-1 in our last 7 series, by the way. And after the 3-hour and 11-minute rain delay, Mize was unaffected. That might be really impressive. One of the more impressive parts of his day is that after that long rain delay, he was not affected at all. So you got Buehler, Robbie Ray, and Michael King going in New York, and that's a nice lineup of starters there to go with Minnesota at home. After that, you got Vasquez and Mize and Buehler, and hopefully the Stammen second guess doesn't do what he did to Vasquez yesterday again before that start. And if he does, then it'll just reaffirm, and we might get the sponsored Stammen second guest here on the show. Anyway, just it is what it is, you know, and sometimes you just have to call it like you see him, and I hope you guys appreciate it. I'm here every day, and I really appreciate you being here as well. All right, the wild card watch, I told you, they're tied for the wild card spots, 2 and 3, and they don't just leave Cleveland with a series win. They leave Cleveland having improved their postseason position. That's a successful road series, no matter who you're playing, no matter what it is looking like right there, and you know this. Man, you know what I'm saying? So this is the mentality now. Think about this, okay? Think about this. You don't obsess over one bad night. You win a series, you stack wins. They did it against the Giants. They did it against Houston. You know, you're just keeping pressure on the Phillies, keeping Arizona behind you. Keep playing the kind of baseball they played today. Pitching, defense, home runs. Who's going to beat you, right? Man, depth as well being flashed today by the Padres. That, my friend, is a playoff formula. Thank you for making Padres Postcast here on Locked On Padres, your first watch or listen today. For your second one, find the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. It's every game. It's every night until a World Series champion is crowned. Could it be the Padres? Get local analysis on a national scale, and we would have never asked that a month ago, right? But what a difference 30 days makes. Find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. 3-hour rain delay, 4 home runs, a shutout, 2 ridiculous catches from Jace Bowen, not to mention one of the homers, a series win, and a great performance by Casey Mize in the bullpen. The Padres leave Cleveland tied with Philly in the wild card race, a game ahead of Arizona. Now keep stacking them as you head to New York to face the Mets. 4:10 first pitch tomorrow. We'll be here right after with your Padres Postcast. Keep your game tight and your mind right. Go Padres. Peace from your boy, Grease. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Not much left of it, but wow, what a nice way to finish it here, at least from the Padres.